Mississippi Public Service Commissioner Brent Bailey says he's been getting too many calls like this.
Miss Batchelor and her husband are in their 80s. They lost over $600 in groceries and medicine this month alone, spent a lot in fuel to try to maintain certain systems, and she was absolutely in tears when she called this office.
Bailey went on to describe more power outages since a series of storms blew in during early June, which by some reports left the most damage to the power grid since Hurricane Katrina.
There were no linemen available in the Jackson, Rankin, Madison, or Clinton Service Center to attend to that outage. 16 hours later, a serviceman from Simpson County came up to address the issue. Once he rolled on site, he was there for less than 30 minutes and restored power to these 19 homes in Jackson.
During the June storms, the head of Entergy Mississippi tried to explain the scope of the problem and described the thousands of people working hard to restore power quickly.
We cannot get a baseline established before another storm hits us. So there's a lag in information, and that has created some delays in that, and it changes our plans.
But public service commissioners say they believe Entergy should have seen the problem coming as they watched weather reports and used new technology to identify outages more quickly. Commissioner Brandon Presley says maybe Entergy's apparent failure to do that should come with a cost.
If the company had to pay a financial penalty in their return on investment because their reliability did not meet standards, then this would be a whole different thing. I mean, to think that somebody's been sitting there since 3 o'clock this morning and it shows 7 o'clock and then it's 10:30 and it still shows 7 o'clock. Why did we, obviously what we've spent all this money investing in is not working. So,
that's why commissioners voted to launch an investigation into Entergy's response to the June storms.
Worked with commission staff to draft an order to initiate a review, an investigation, whatever you want to call it, to fully understand what began in the time frame around the June 8th, 9th, 10th time frame.
Because Bailey says the calls from frustrated customers never seem to stop.
Our office received countless, hundreds of calls from customers voicing their frustration, their confusion, and overall just general dissatisfaction with the communication.
Dennis Turner, the Delta News.
And the restoration procedures of which they've become accustomed to and were just not being clearly communicated throughout that time frame.